Can we all agree that the NFL league office doesn't need tax-exempt status when they continue to let their players slander the country? They're running the league into the ground. I say bench the players and then we can talk. As Washington debates tax reform, one lawmaker wants to whack the NFL's access to tax breaks right over the head. Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz from Florida went on Fox and Friends to explain his proposal that will likely be included in the new House bill. Watch.
I think a great place to start would be eliminating the tax exemption that is enjoyed by the NFL league office and other professional sports leagues. I don't think that the millionaires and billionaires associated with professional sports ought to get a special tax break that's not available to the regular small businesses and regular folks in my district and across America.
Yeah, especially when their players symbolically flip off our flag and our military. Now, the NFL voluntarily gave up its tax-exempt status in 2015 as a PR move to deflect from their domestic abuse problems. But Gaetz' bill would do away with the option of pro sports leagues even seeking tax-exempt status. So while their players kneel for the flag, we'll send them a message that says the American people are done with you and your incoherent protests. They can't even explain what they're about. You know what? I think they're just doing it because they enjoy sticking their thumbs in the eyes of the American people with a gripe no one can even understand. Every day it's different. It's like, oh, it's police violence, or oh no, it's the flag, or oh no, it's the man who's keeping us millionaires down. No, it's the league owners. Yep, now the team owners are saying it's the league owners, all right? On Sunday, when the majority of Houston Texans kneeled for the national anthem, they said they're no longer kneeling for the flag or for police violence or whatever it is they usually kneel for. Now they're kneeling to stick it to the team owner because of comments he made. Team owner Bob McNair said when it comes to the kneeling, quote, "We can't let the inmates run the prison." Now, everyone, of course, is losing their minds, acting like, oh my goodness, I have never heard such a heartless, terrible thing in my life. Now, he did get the idiom wrong. It's the inmates are running the asylum, but it's a commonly used phrase and it's not at all racist. The Farlex Dictionary of Idioms says it refers to when the people least capable, that would be the NFL players, least capable of running a group or organization are now in charge. Said especially when the result is total chaos or calamity. I mean, does anyone think the NFL players are capable of running the league? Well, the leftist executives are basically letting them, and it's going to hell. It is chaos. It is a calamity. According to ESPN, owners are alarmed at how rapidly fans' outrage is eroding many of the league's key business metrics, and executives at some broadcast partners have complained to owners about how the NFL lurches from crisis to crisis. A recent Morning Consult poll revealed that the NFL's net favorability has dropped to 11% from a high of 56% in May. And you know, the race-baiting pundits only make it worse. Apparently, they didn't have time to look it up in the dictionary, look up the idiom running the asylum, and they just went on TV to run off at the mouth at how awful these comments were.
There's so much hidden language in that particular quote. You know, we can't have the inmates run the jail, and what that means to those players and how hurtful that is to a team. And now because our owner has sort of slapped us in the face with this language that some would argue is racially insensitive, is morally insensitive.
Oh, everything is racially insensitive. He says there's hidden language. There's no hidden language. It's right there in the dictionary. We looked it up like our girl Frederica did. But here's the thing. I'm tired of these players who make millions of dollars a year, who are living embodiments of the American dream, sobbing into their jerseys because they can't handle the heat. Sorry, but taxpayers do not need to foot the bill for almost $7 billion worth of the stadiums you play in, and the league office sure as hell does not need a tax break. Not too long ago, the president tweeted this: "Why is the NFL getting massive tax breaks while at the same time disrespecting our anthem, our flag, and country? Change the tax law." PolitiFact rated that as mostly true, saying, quote, "The NFL hasn't benefited from a not-for-profit tax break enjoyed by many professional sports league offices. However, it does enjoy tax exemptions on municipal bonds used to build stadiums." And these municipal bonds aren't inconsequential either. State and local governments offer teams huge tax breaks in the form of bonds to lure teams into the city. These tax breaks usually end up being a loss for us, the taxpayer. According to one report, between 2000 and 2014, the United States lost $3 $3.7 billion in revenue as a result of these tax-exempt bonds. And they are sneaky as all get out. The money lost from these exemptions obviously needs to be made up somehow. And whom do you think that burden falls on? Roger Goodell? The team playing in that fancy new stadium? No, of course not. It's you, the taxpayer. I say we stop that. Agree? If the league doesn't start reacting to the messages you're sending them now, if they aren't reacting to their collapsing viewership, maybe taking away the cushy tax deals that help build the very stadiums they play in will.